How are we doing, everybody? We all right? How are we doing? Let's get it back in. Right, let's see if there's any booties again. Let's get a crack-a-lacking, shall we, guys? See if there's any NBC boots down here. Hopefully there is. Hopefully. Hopefully. Quick look, see who's over there. Nothing over there. Which way is he gonna go? So I can go the other way around the car. Shame I can't take them booties, isn't it? That will be quite handy. There's always a satchel in here. Always. Easy, how you doing, buddy? You okay? Incriminated Antelope. That's a good name, that. That's a good name. I had to take a double look then though to read it. How you doing, buddy? You okay? I'm just trying to find some NBC boots at the minute. That's why I'm in here. And why I'm generally going to be boring most things apart from a few little bits like that. I'm just wanting to get the booties. I might have to go to a fire station, to be honest with you. But that's all I need, and then I've got a full set then. I did have some. Just about done work, 1 more hour. How's the stream going? I've literally just got on now, buddy. Literally just got on. Well, about 2 minutes ago, so, but close enough to just got on, you know what I mean? In fact, why am I running out there where it's out in the open? That's just silly. That would be incredibly silly to walk out there, wouldn't it, at the front? Let's go out back where it's a bit more secluded. Well, at least she was quiet. At least she was quiet. I tell you what, man, I've been listening to some people today talking about the whole Donald Trump shooting, and it just keeps getting bad to worse. You know, the amount of cock-ups that have happened. You know, with the intelligence agencies, it's unbelievable, man. Sorry, I can't do two things at once, unfortunately. But yeah, man, it's just insane. Like the actual incompetence, and I do believe it is. I've been thinking this from the start. When I was talking about it yesterday to people, I was saying the same then about being careful about jumping to too many conclusions. But I genuinely believe what we are actually seeing is competency crisis in real time, and it's now and now it's nearly had the president of America nearly killed. Insane, man, absolutely insane. I do believe it was sheer incompetence. I mean, I'm still ready to be proven wrong on that, you know. It may transpire through investigations that there was a conspiracy or things like that. That very well could turn out to be true. Still early yet. But I am leaning very heavily towards incompetence. Or not necessarily incompetence. The people aren't thick. They're not exactly you know, they're not completely stupid people like I can't remember her name, but the lady who's in charge of the Secret Service. She's not a stupid woman, far from it. It's just that job is just so high tier work that it's beyond her ability to do the job. But she's been put in the job anyway, and I believe that goes also to like the people that she's hired and who have been picked underneath her. And I believe there is a cascading effect from that of incompetent people hiring incompetent people. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Hey, Odin's Hand, how you doing, buddy? You okay, mate? I was just saying then about the whole Donald Trump thing at the moment and how crazy it is. But I've been listening to some people talking today, and it appears to me to be incompetency of the highest degree. Although I'm still not 100% convinced yet. I do think that it is going to turn out that this is going to be the competency crisis starting to bear fruit. And basically Donald Trump was basically nearly assassinated because of DEI. And it pretty much is like we've seen with Boeing, a lot of the issues that have been happening with the planes, you know, with like doors getting blown off and things like that mid-flight. That a lot of that's been to do with incompetent people getting jobs that they shouldn't have. And I think it's and I think that this is the exact same thing with the Secret Service. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Fat. I like it. It's the first time I've noticed that. That's my dig at that. Fat. You know, I've never actually been up here yet. We're hearing stories that he knew he was there and asked to take the shot, but they wouldn't allow it. No, that's analysis. What you call analysis paralysis, and that again comes from people being out of the depth. It's not that they're stupid people. Far from it. It's just that they are not smart enough to do that job. Basically, midwittery. You know, midwits. The thing about midwits is that midwits aren't stupid people. They're just not smart enough to know that they're not the most intelligent people. Wow. Also, we can't take a second to focus on that he missed from 100. Yeah, 150 yards, mate. That is like... I mean, I know I'm ex-army, obviously. I make no bones about hiding that. And 150 yards for people who work in metric, basically 150 metres. Not much. There's like 10 metres difference in it. That is not a big shot. That is... Anybody can do that shot with the most rudimentary of training. You know, like kids who are like 7 and 8 years old can make those sorts of shots when hunting. You know, that is such an easy shot to make. But part of that could be down to the fact that he was disturbed apparently by a police officer. A police officer climbed up the ladder and he turned around and pointed the gun at him. So the police officer obviously dropped down again, fearing for his life, allegedly anyway. And it may be that he started snap shooting, because he may have then felt rushed. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. It could very well be. Trump Trump's also been making a point of that his life was saved because he was pointing to a chart about immigration. And it was when he turned to look at the chart, that's when the bullet whizzed by his head on the big screen. It's crazy, man. The whole thing's just crazy. It's like something from a film. I was saying that last night, but man, it is. It's like something from a film. Yeah, mate, your messages are visible. It's definitely not a short shot, though, if rushed to make it. No, that's true. That is absolutely true. It's not like shooting at, like, say, 20 yards or something. You know, you couldn't hip fire it. But, I mean, when I was in the army, we were going on the ranges and using iron sights up to 300 metres away, you know, and hitting 100% of the shots. Now, don't get me wrong, that was taking your time with each shot. But, you know, it's not a difficult. 150 yards is not a that's not sharpshooting. You know, that isn't difficult to shoot. But you are right with that, by the way. If you rush those shots, you will drop them. You know. And if Donald Trump hadn't moved his head on that first shot, man, he'd be dead. You know, let's not forget that. You know, that first shot was a headshot. That was going to go through his right temple and come out the back of his skull. It was a headshot. And that's why snipers don't aim for the head, by the way, guys. They aim for the body. Always aim for centre of mass. And that's what also leads me to think that he was doing that for internet clout, the headshots, because he wanted Donald Trump's being brained and everybody to see it, and for it to then, in my opinion, get turned into videos and memes and things like that, you know. So let's never forget that they wanted to rub everybody's noses in Donald Trump's brains getting blown out the back of his head. Crazy, absolutely crazy. But there was other things like I've just in fact, 1 second, I'm going to share a video in chat with you. You don't need to watch it now, but watch it in your own time. It's by Paul Joseph Watson, and some of the video footage on this man is crazy that he's found, or he's had it sent to him or whatever. Like there was a gate for the that the rapid reaction force, I think, was supposed to be able to come through, and it was locked, and they had to use a 4x4 vehicle to ram through it. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. The whole thing was a shambles. I'll put the link in there in chat for yous. Absolute shambles, man. The whole thing. You know, like having, you know, Donald Trump is something like 6'3" to 6'5" tall. You know, he's the people that are supposed to protect him with their own bodies, the literal bodyguards. You want people who are comparably as tall to him. There was women there who were like 5'4" tall. Like, that is just insane. Absolutely insane. You know. And the fact that women isn't the important part there, by the way. It's the fact that they're like 5'4" tall is the important part. How can they protect Donald Trump when they can't even get past his shoulders with their own body? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And being so fat that they can't even put their own pistols away. You know, I'm not even joking there. People have recorded him, one woman struggling to get a pistol away back in the holster because she's too fat to reach around the back of her own body. Like, this is why I'm saying it's incompetence. Plain and simple. It's a competency crisis and DEI hiring. One second, I think chat might not be updating. Oh, there's a little base here. Somebody's raided. Let's have a quick look. Is there anything left inside it? No, there's nothing here. Nothing here. Also, what happened to the 500, 1,000 yard Secret Service safe zone? Well, yeah, I mean, that's another question as well. That is another serious question. You know, there's loads of it, mate. There's loads of it. Just real basic stuff, man. And I think another issue, which I heard raised today, I can't take credit for this, but I fully agree with it. You had the two snipers on the roof behind Donald Trump. And it seems that them two were hesitant to shoot the guy. And a lot of that could be down to things like the Black Lives Matter riots and George Floyd and things like that. So they may feel that they weren't able to take that shot in case. I mean, it was worded how I heard it was. Imagine this. The guy said, he said, imagine you've got some black kid going to see Donald Trump. He wants to see this guy who his dad keeps talking about. You know, this guy who's going to make their lives better and make them all richer. And then this young black kid climbs up a ladder, gets onto this sloped roof, crawls across, pokes his head up, and then the sniper takes his head off. You know, just some innocent black kid. That sniper would get hung out to dry and would be thrown in prison faster than his feet could touch the floor. You know, so it may be a problem now that the security agents who are working in these details no longer feel empowered to do their jobs, you know, without getting hung out to dry for political reasons. And that's another serious point as well, is the politicisation of the decision of law enforcement over the last 5 years. Yeah, he did have a rifle, mate. Yeah, he had a long-barrelled rifle. Well, we don't know yet. People have been saying he had a long-barrelled firearm. So, obviously, that may not necessarily be a rifle, but, you know, potatoes and all that, you know, at the end of the day, it's a big pew-pew and it can kill you. So whether it's a rifle or it's not is semantics, really. But yeah, he obviously had a... And people were shouting to the police and saying, look, there's somebody up on the roof with a gun. There's a guy with a gun. It's crazy, man. The whole situation is just insane. Hey, Gabriel, how you doing, mate? We're having a bit of a rant about the whole Donald Trump thing and how crazy it is. It was supposed to be an AR-style rifle. Yeah. That is what I've heard as well, man. I mean, I think of what it actually was, I don't think people should get hung up on, because then you'll start sounding like just some conspiracy theorist nut job. I think stick to the facts that the former president and the presidential hopeful was basically nearly got brained on live TV, you know, and because for the last 8 years the mainstream media and loads of politicians have been whipping up hysteria around him, and that is what is actually important and what people should be talking around. This is because of organisations like CNN, MSNBC, BBC, various politicians all basically calling him Cheeto Hitler for the last 8 years, and that's what people should be focusing on. People's hysteria has almost got the man killed. You know, I know people are talking about, oh well, you know, was he carrying a rifle in, or was he allowed to get in, blah blah blah. I wouldn't even bother. So, you know, when you're talking to most people about that, I wouldn't even focus on that, because it just sound like a nut job to most people who aren't politically engaged. The best thing to focus in on is there has been a campaign of hate against Donald Trump for the last 8 years, and that campaign of hate is now starting to bear fruit in the form of whack jobs like that coming out of the woodwork and trying to assassinate him. That's what people need to focus on, in my opinion. That's the important thing, and just keep hammering that home to everybody. Who's it? You don't like Donald Trump, do you know? Oh, that's fair enough, mate. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I absolutely support people in not liking him. I mean, I think he's amazing. I've always loved him, to be honest with you. And I think part of that is because, obviously, with me being ex-military, he has an air of leadership quality around him. So the way he conducted himself after getting shot and, you know, like shouting fight, to me, confirmed what I already had assessed him to be, which is an incredibly strong person who can cope well under pressure. Now, does that make him a saint? No, it doesn't. Does it make him a perfect man? Absolutely not. You know, he's got lots of flaws, and he's hardly innocent in his private life. But as a leader, man, that is the sort of person that you want, in my opinion. You know, around you. You know, you can't teach that what he's got about him, and that's why I've always loved him. You know, and I'm very, very unsurprised by the way he conducted himself after being shot. But I don't think people should have to love him just because I think he's amazing, you know. and I understand why people don't like him, and I completely get it. You know, it's as we say in the UK, he's a Marmite character. What that means for you guys who might not know, Marmite's like a spreadable condiment you can get over here, and the whole thing around Marmite is you either love it or you hate it. So we'll call things a Marmite, whatever, you know. I'm sure you have something comparable wherever you live in the world, whoever's listening right now as well. Just 1 second. Let's have a quick look-sies on the map. But yeah, man, it's just insane. This is like it's like a 9/11 moment when that happened. You know, living through history again. Very exciting. There's something to talk about as well. We've not had any exciting news for quite a few years, really. A lot of it's been mundane, really, since lockdown finished. I think people have just been arguing over a lot of crap lately, haven't they? All the Donald Trump memes that have been coming out have been giving me 2016 vibes as well. Like when Donald Trump was running to be president and Brexit. Oh man, the memes around Brexit were amazing. But yeah, I think he's. I think Donald Trump's got the mandate of heaven now, as they like to call it. He's transcended normality to hyper-normal, I guess. Well, Brexit hasn't. It's still not really done anything yet because it hasn't been properly implemented. Unfortunately, we've had the problem where we've had people in charge of it who didn't want it, so they've given us the worst possible, weakest implementation of it. They've not even implemented the spirit of it. It's just in Brexit in name only, really. You know, we've left the EU, but then they haven't repealed any of the EU rules. Any new laws and rules that the EU bring out, they implement straight away. It's just pathetic, really. But the problem is, and Donald as well, this mistake when he got into power, they didn't clear out the blob. You know, all the same civil servants who tried to stop Brexit and frustrated Brexit, because the process that we had over here while we were trying to get it on was the civil service were constantly undermining the politicians the politicians who were trying to do it, and there was loads of politicians trying to block it as well. And instead of sacking thousands and thousands of civil servants, they just let them carry on writing legislation, and that would basically scupper it at every opportunity. But you know, the Tories never wanted it anyway, so that's been the problem over here, which is why Nigel Farage has come back into politics again, and why it's not over yet, really, in the UK. And it's probably going to take another 10 years before that gets resolved. I mean, I would have loved it if they'd actually implemented Brexit, but they haven't, as I say. And the Tories basically did the opposite of everything they said they'd do. We'll reduce immigration to the tens of thousands what happened? We got 1.7 million immigrants coming in 1 year. It's just insane. It's like, you know, population of about 68 million apparently. You know, so I know in America you've had a lot more than that as a whole number, but I think proportion to our population we've had more than you. Although the Republic of Ireland have had even more than us as a proportion of their nation. I think Ireland's got something like 6 million people, but they've had about 500,000 people in 1 year turn up. I mean, that's just insane, isn't it? That's actually insane. The difference is there, though, is we've had this going on for decades, whereas for them it's brand new. So they can actually see the effects of it, whereas for us it's harder for some people to notice it, especially in the bigger cities, because they've already got a lot of diversity anyway. What was it supposed to accomplish? Being an independent country like you are, basically. So, for example, when the EU might pass a rule on how something stupid like farmers have to cut the hedges on the farms so many times per year. Well, we as a country should be able to decide that for ourselves, but instead the EU passed that rule, so our government just writes it into law now. You know, or it might be you can only catch so many. You know, your fishing fleet can only catch so many thousand tons of a particular type of fish in a year. But then that, you know, it's all crazy stuff like that they're using control of, man. You know, you've got to sell tins. Tins have to contain such an amount of produce in them. You know, and it's just everything. And it's basically saying we don't want other countries telling us how to run our affairs. But then it also comes down to other stuff as well, like, you know, like controlling immigration and stuff like that. You know, the EU, the EU is a country. People are in denial about it, but it is a country, in all but name at this moment in time. In the same way that the United States is a country. I mean, effectively, each state of the United States is its own country, in the same with the United States being a federation of small of those countries who all have a set of rules that they all agree to follow. But in theory, each state should be able to go independent if it wants to. Well, that's basically the EU. It's just that the EU's in denial about it. I mean, for F's sake, you know, they've even got a currency. You know, the EU tells them how much tax they have to do on certain things. It tells them out what they can and can't import. It tells them who they can trade with, who they can't trade with properly. You know, they don't do any of their own negotiating with other countries. The EU negotiates on their behalf. They are a country. They're literally a country. They're just not ready to admit it to themselves yet. And we, the people of Britain, don't want to be part of Europe. You know, we don't mind being a part of the continent of Europe and being Europeans in that sense, but we are our own distinct people with our own distinct culture, our own values and our own traditions, and we don't want that watering down with mass immigration from Europe or from any other part of the world. Not because we hate those people, but because we love our own people. You know, I love my neighbours, but I don't just let my neighbours walk into my house whenever I want them to. Well, that's effectively what the EU does. You don't have any borders. Well, they're starting to reap the rewards of that, aren't they, now, with all the third world immigration that they're getting from the Middle East and North Africa. You know, those people come across the Mediterranean or get into Greece via Turkey. There's no way of stopping them going across Europe then. You know, and they're finding this, and they're learning these lessons the hard way now because they're getting loads of terrorist attacks. Another cathedral in France has just been set on fire last week. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. And when the Olympics starts in France, do not be surprised if there's some major terrorist attacks. I am absolutely convinced, although I would rather be wrong, but I'm absolutely convinced that something large is going to happen during the Olympics. Oh, you're back, are you, mate? That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, man, it's good to be busy. It's good to be busy. There's nothing wrong with that. Bills need paying. But yeah, man, with these French elections that have been happening, we've seen all this rioting already going on. You know, and for the last few months in France, there's been a lot of rioting. Don't be surprised if that ramps up during the French Olympics. Still talking about Trump or what? Talking about Brexit now, mate. Talking about Brexit and European politics. And I'm just saying, I'm absolutely convinced that when the Olympics starts in France, don't be surprised if a major incident happens, some sort of cultural enrichment episode. Where am I headed? I'm going to a fire station. There's one in Nadbo. I need to get myself some boots, some NBC boots. Hopefully not. France needs to save the money. Oh, I know, man. I know. It'd be absolutely problems lately, and you don't hear about much of it. Like, just look out. I would suggest looking at how many churches have been set on fire in France, and how many people have been murdered. School teachers and priests have been murdered. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm absolutely convinced that France is on the precipice of a civil war at the moment. And it's tragic, really. Do I have any food on me? I don't think I do. No, but what I can do is get those tablets condensed into one. Oh, get you rid of you. You're ruined. I didn't realise you were gone. Sorry guys, I'm just doing a little bit of housekeeping at the moment. Is it an EpiPen or is that a morphine pen that I picked up? Right, let's get that on quick. So if I need to bug out fast, I can do. How do I always have such good gear? I just quite anal, mate, about looking after it, really. I thought only the US was having issues. Oh no, mate, no, it's the entire Western world is. I was about to ask the same thing. Yeah, all I do, mate, is I'm quite I mean, it's not great. Like, my stuff's worn, which is obviously the best I can get it. But whenever I see things like tape and stuff lying around like there, tape or sewing kits, I always pick up a couple and carry them around with me, so that when my stuff does start getting badly damaged, I can fix it up. Because when it's in a worn condition, it's better for you. Keeps you more insulated more efficiently. So that's why I do it. I've got weapons grade autism basically, and things like that bug me. So because of that, it helps me maintain those things, and that's what it comes down to, really. Is it just bugs me. But like my compass, that's not in great condition. Look, that's badly damaged, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, badly damaged compass. I wish it wasn't. Is there a way to get items to auto combine without manual moving it? I don't think so, no. Your magazines, so long as you've got bullets already out of the box, I don't know about on keyboard, but you can if you've got your magazine in your hand, you can just press triangle and that'll automatically reload for you without having to manually do it. But other than that, I've not got a clue, really. I don't think so, is my honest answer. I don't know how this game works, but I've never seen people loaded like this guy when I watch people. That's because I'm a loot goblin, mate, that's why. The way I run, mate, probably isn't the best way, because look at my stamina bar. The trouble is, mate, is I look at things, I'm like, oh, that'll come in handy. Oh, that'll come in handy. Oh, keep hold of that, because that'll come in handy. It's all stuff you can find lying around as well. Yeah, definitely. I'll see if I've got a half-empty magazine, and I'll show you. I'll just get somewhere a little bit more secluded. Let's go in here. I think I've got a half-empty magazine, and hopefully some bullets. Yeah, so that's got 11 in it. Have I got any? Right, let's get these bullets unloaded first. Right, unpack them. Right, so that's got 11 bullets in it. Triangle. There we go. I'm just pressing triangle there. There you go, a little bit quicker. If you're on mouse and keyboard, there will be a hot button you can use for that. I just don't know what it is, I'm afraid to tell you. So that, obviously, and you can reload guns the same way as well. So I say it. Oh, I don't know why it's not doing it now. Usually it sometimes does it, sometimes doesn't. But you can generally change magazines like that as well on your guns. Or it may be because the other magazine's got less bullets in it. That could be the reason why. I haven't got any spare bullets for the AK, so... Mind blown. Yeah, my mind was blown when I first got shown it as well. I was like, oh my god, that is game changing. And it just means you can reload on the run as well, you know, so like you can open your menu, take your magazine out while still going forwards, and then start reloading without having to stop and faff about. Do I stash my loot? I tend to, yeah. I mean, I probably won't stash this loot at the moment. This, I don't generally build big bases though. I just build crates and sort of drop them around in certain places where I like to go. At the end of the day, if you build a base, people are only going to blow it up and get into it anyway. So, and it's easier for people to find. Whereas if you just leave boxes lying around and bury them and stuff, it's harder for people to find it. And I'm not a pro player, by the way, so if you're expecting Running Man's level of gameplay, I'm afraid I am not the man for that. I'm just on here having fun, by the way, guys, and just having a run around and just shooting a few things every now and again. I don't do any top tier gameplay, by the way, just to pre-warn you if that's what you're after. I just like having a bit of banter, I like having a bit of chat, sometimes talk politics, sometimes talk things like cars, or if people have got hobbies, talk hobbies, whatever it is, man. You know, that's more what this channel's about, when I'm doing my live streaming anyway. Let's have a quick look over here. What's that? PSO scope, no thank you. Anything in that? No. Nope. Helmet, don't want that. Five, 6 by 4, 5, no thank you. Oh yeah, mate, they love them. They absolutely love the bunk beds. Blown away by them. Which I'm very glad about, obviously, because they were a pain to put up on my own. I am just, in some ways, grateful for the job I used to, because one of my old jobs was I worked for a guy who's got a furniture company, just a small one, and a big part of that job was flat pack furniture. So I've had a lot of experience of putting furniture together on my own. So, oops. Oh well. Hey Amber, how are you doing? And I've not seen you for a long time. Oh, I hope you've been taking care of yourself. What kind of ghillie wrap is that? That's a green one, just a standard rifle one. That's all. I've got a brown one as well, which I made myself. So if you find your ghillie wraps, the green, and if you make them yourself out of burlap strips and netting, the brown. That's it, mate. I needed the nap. My character's tired. You hate it when that happens. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in it. Let's see, have I got any? Right, I'm actually going to be able to get this bleeding sorted out before more zombies come. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Amber. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, don't worry, I'm still learning as well. There's a lot to learn in this game. There is a lot to learn. Don't worry about it. And don't try and do everything at once either when you're first starting out. Something I started doing, and this may not necessarily be the best way, but what I started doing was I'd set myself goals, and each life I'd try and achieve those goals. So one of my goals may have been learn how to make a fire. Another goal might have been fist fight as many zombies as I can. I know that might sound stupid, but once you can start fighting zombies more confidently, you'll be happier navigating the map. Now I can't fist fight the zombies the best at the moment because I'm carrying that much stuff, so I can't do the big hits. But what you want to do is stun punch the zombies a few times, as many times as you can, to kill them, and then they can't hit you back then. And it just comes with practice. You know, and it doesn't matter if you die, because all that happens is you go back to the start of the game and you can just keep doing that over and over and over again. Or it might be learn how to find fruit on Chernal, and just run around trying to find as much fruit as you can and try and survive for as long as you can just by eating fruit that you find. You know, and that's what I would advise to do at the beginning. That's how I'd start. It's so complex. No, it's not stupid at all. That is it. That's the best way. Oh, you choose well, Emma. That's it. Yeah. That's it. I die from aggro zombies, then people. yeah, it happens. 100% true. Got to learn how to fight them zombies. It make your run so much easier. Yeah, it does, man. It does. And it also makes you come to terms with the fact that your character's going to die as well. It's big part of the game, just getting over the fear of dying. So you guys were asking earlier about how do I keep my kit in such good condition. Well, I don't. As you just seen, it was ruined almost. But I've had a few bits on me to fix it up again. And that's what I try and do. What condition are my boots in? Badly damaged. Oh. I need a kit for that, and I haven't got one. Ooh. Poo. I haven't got a leather cleaning kit. Right, where am I here? Oh, I think I'm at Hooter here. Right, let's start going south. No, 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 you can't use tape on your boots, mate. No, no, not at all. Not at all. I wish you could. No, I need a leather cleaning kit. Yeah, that's it. You need a leather repair kit for your boots, mate. Amber is absolutely correct there. It's so terrible to start over. After dying so many times, you learn to accept it. Navigation is my enemy right now. Working on that. Have you got the iSurvive app on either your phone or tablet? And if you don't know what that is, that's fine. I'll explain it to you. There we go. So yeah, just by pressing triangle, then I've swapped magazines, and it's gone to the larger of my of the two magazines that I have. But I don't think I can swap it back now to the smaller magazine, which makes sense. iSurvive is if you can get it from your app store, and it's spelt like I survive, but instead of an S for survive, it's Z, and it's a map for the game. It's got so you know the paper maps that you can open up, the tourist maps in the game. It's basically them, but on your tablet or on your phone. Massively helpful, and it shows everything on it that you need as well. So police stations, fire stations, wreck cars, you name it, it's all on that app. I would massively recommend getting those apps. Definitely makes navigating a lot easier. So sometimes while I'm playing, you might hear me say, oh, I'm just going to stop a minute while I just look at the map. What I'm doing is I'm picking up my tablet next to me and having a look around the iSurvive app at the map on that. And there's different types. You can get a topographical map, so it looks like you're in a helicopter looking down, or you get an ordnance survey style map, which is what I use. And there's all like grid lines on it and things like that as well. Grid squares, everything. Got contour lines for the hills. The only thing it doesn't have is numbers ascending and descending on the contour lines, so you can't tell which way is going up and which way is going down. That's the only thing, the only fault I can pick with it, which is quite a minor thing, really. That's just nitpicking. Yeah, no worries, Odin, no worries, mate. It's honestly, it's brilliant. It'll make your run so much smoother and easier, because obviously you won't be getting lost as much. Yeah. Koyu with the magazine. Yeah, it does. It makes it a lot faster and smoother, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Download it. It's like I say, it's worth its weight in gold. The iSurvive. And if you press and hold your finger on the screen, you can put markers down on the map and things like that. Have a play around with it, and you can mess around with the key as well. So if you only want fire stations on the map, you can have just fire stations on the map. Or at the moment I've got absolutely everything on there. Following the roads can get you shot. You're absolutely right. It can. Although, it can also be a great way to find things that you want following the roads. Yeah, mate, you do whatever, whichever one you prefer. It's just an aesthetic choice. I mean, you can have both if you want. You know, I just prefer the Ordnance Survey style map, simply for the clarity of looking at it. To me, it's just easier to read it and look at it, but that's what I'm used to looking at as well. Yeah, I'm where I want to be. I'm where I want to be. Oh, let's see if there's any food in this house. Yeah, the Eyes of Ive app, I'd say is game changing for people. Well, I'm off to work. I'll watch the rest on my break. Cheers. Thanks for your... Yeah, no worries, and good luck at work. I hope you have a nice day or night, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is for you right now. And have a safe journey there as well. Thanks for stopping by, and it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I look forward to seeing you again. Oh, character's getting hungry. Right, let's go find some houses. We'll have to come back to the military base after. Let's get over here and see if I can find some food. Schnellmacken. Believe it or not, I've actually found food in these houses before, these wrecked houses. So they're always worth checking. No, I don't want to bull on. So chilling here, got a few extra minutes. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. What is it you do anyway for a job, if you don't mind me asking? But yeah, as I was saying before as well, the game is just practice. It's like anything. It is a hard game to play. I mean, I've been absolutely hammering the hours on it, as you'll probably see if you look through all my live streams. You know, you've got to. It's a game that you do really have to commit to if you want to get half decent at it. So if you're only playing like half an hour every week or something, don't expect to be achieving any miracles. And that's not a bad thing, by the way. You know, it just is what it is. It's just one of them games where it's like playing chess. You know, the only way you get good at playing chess is to play it a lot. Oh, pharmaceuticals. Wowee, you must be smart. Wowee. You make medicine? Yeah, wow, you must be very smart. You must be a very, very clever person. Well, far cleverer than me. I'll say that much. I'm basically smart enough to count my own fingers. And sometimes my toes if I really try hard. I can pick my nose and eat crayons at the same time though, if that counts. Now what I could do is hang around in these bushes for about three or 4 minutes. This is a tip actually. I'll tell you. Now I'm hungry at the moment and I've no food. So what I can do is I can wait in the bushes. Well, you don't have to wait in the bushes, but if you wait in an area for about 2 or 3 minutes, mushrooms will start appearing near you. So, and then you can obviously pick them up and eat them. You can eat mouldy mushrooms and you can eat rotten fruit. Now mouldy mushrooms you can eat as many as you want, no problems. But mouldy fruit, only eat one, and then you've got to wait about 2 or 3 minutes before you eat another one. If you eat them too quickly, you'll make yourself sick. Rotten meat, never ever eat it. You know the medical field very well. I do that with sharp instruments. What, pick your nose? That is excellent that you know the medical field. Honestly, hats off to you. That's impressive. That's impressive. No, I like. I mean, I drive a truck at the moment for a living, but I used to be in the army as a mechanic, and then I went working on the railway for a number of years, but became too ill. But my job on the railway was that I drove an engineering train, operated the plant equipment on it, and then we did all the maintenance and repairs as well as the train. So if say, for example, I don't know, a hydraulic hose or something burst on the night, we were able to change it ourselves. Or every year we'd do a full overhaul on it, take the engine out, take the bogies off from underneath it, strip all the wiring out, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. So I make out that I'm thick, but I'm not completely thick. I can at least turn a spanner every now and again if I need to. And I know how to pick my nose with a screwdriver as well. No, it's honestly that is a top tip. That, by the way, that is massive because loads of people leave mouldy fruit and vegetables. So yeah, very good to know. Very good to know. It is. It's very useful. I'll see if any mushrooms have spawned. Yeah, other people will leave them. So more food for you. So all I'm doing at the moment is I'm going to sort of do a semi-logical pattern around where I was just hiding, and I'll try and look a little bit further and further each time from that bush, see if I can find any mushrooms. And because I'm still in the vicinity of that bush, the timer for mushrooms appearing is still counting down. So even though mushrooms may not have appeared yet, the likelihood of them appearing will increase. Excited for when Trump is presidency, actual United States of America. Well, time will tell. Time will tell. Who knows what's going to happen in the near future, man. I hope so. I do hope so. And not just for America, you know, for many, many countries around the world. I mean, I'm quite pessimistic myself for the future, but that might be an age-related thing. And I'm big enough to admit that as well, you know. And I'm quite jaded by my own experiences of having been in the military as well. You know, so I've got to be honest about that with myself as well as with other people. I do hope I am wrong though. What I'm doing now, by the way, guys, as well, is I'm looking in the top left corner of my screen every time I get my menu up for the vicinity, just to see if there's any mushrooms hidden in the bushes. Don't seem to be any spawning around here though. That's not good. That is not good. Not good for me anyway. I've got myself a bit disorientated. Yeah, it's where I want to be going. Just on my page, I think. If you just go on the page, it should say subscribe. I think if you just open the channel up, the subscribe button should just be there. Don't worry, we all have them moments. I think I have them sort of moments more than other people though. You'll get no judgment from me, don't you worry. You know, I'm convinced that it's called Windows because every time I use a computer I want to throw the thing out of a window. So don't you worry, I am completely on board with that sentiment. Right, I didn't find no mushrooms, so I'll have to have a look-see poos around some houses. Lol. Yeah. Right, so I think the fire station should just be over here. There it is. There it is. In fact, no, we'll go into the houses first. I need food. I was just doing a 360 check then, just to see if I could spot anybody following me. I'm not saying my way is the right way, guys, but I'm just letting you know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I should probably do things like that more often, to be honest with you. Oh, I thought this was a house, it's not. For you guys who were saying that you're still doing a lot of learning as well, anything can spawn pretty much anywhere, but the likelihood of things spawning in particular areas increases and decreases depending on where it is. So you might find food in that factory. There is a possibility. However, the likelihood of finding food in the factory is very, very small, and you're probably going to find more factory-related things there. Now, look, we're next to the fire station here, so firefighters is spawned in this house because of that. That's because we're in the vicinity of the fire station. So I'm after food. So the chances of me finding food around here could actually be quite slim. So I'm going to go around over this way. And have a look in these houses over here. Away. So like sheds, I'm probably not going to find any food in a shed. So I'm not going to bother. But I may find vegetables in here. Doesn't look like it though. No, nothing. So we'll try this house because that's a little bit further away from the fire station. And I'm crawling, not for players, but for zombies. Oh, I think somebody's been through here already and looted. But we'll keep looking. I'm an absolute glutton. Hearing your character's stomach rumble makes me hungry, IRL. It would with me as well if it wasn't for the fact I've just eaten a massive pizza. Because I too am a massive glutton. Oh god. Right, let's I've got that bayonet, so let's take that off. So you know I was telling you before about eating mouldy food. It's the same with unknown food. So with this unknown food, I'm going to eat 1/3 of the can only. And the second time I eat it, I'll change these shoes if these are alright as well. Oh no, they're badly damaged as well. So what I do is I eat thirds of it, but as in thirds from it being new. So I'll eat a third now, and then the next time I eat it, I'll eat half, but that'll be the second third. And then the final time I'll eat the lot, the remainder. So I won't eat any more of that now for quite a bit. So I'm going to give that a couple of minutes before I eat any more of that. See if I can find any more food before we go back. Oh, somebody's been building there. And then we'll go to the fire station in a minute if I can find any food in this house. I mean, part of the reason why I'm so hungry as well is because I've been running everywhere. And right now my food and water's going down again. I can eat again. Now, I have got multivitamins on me, So I probably could get away with eating a multivitamin and eating the entire tin in one go, but I'm not going to. Partly because I get to show you how to do it as well. And although it's easy enough to understand to explain it, sometimes it is good just to show people as well. Ah, another tin. More unknown food. See what we'll do. We'll have a look in that house as well. And then we'll go to the fire station. Oh, a bit of duct tape, we'll take that. We'll take that. And that's it now. Fire station, I've already said it. Back to the fire station. Sometimes you've got to stick with the plan. Very easy to get distracted. Bit of discipline. Yeah, I do. What I'm trying to do is complete my NBC kit so we can go into the gas zone that's near here. Because I've not been in it yet and I want to have a look. So all I need is the boots. And then once we've done that, that is... Oh wow. I don't need any of them bullets though. What's that? I don't need any of them. That's been a trap in the past. So, oh, it's drop loot. It could very well be actually, yeah. It could be drop loot. They may be coming back for it later. Yeah, in fact, I think Gabriel may be correct there with that. It probably is drop loot and not a trap. I'm probably overthinking it. Yummy, 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 my tummy, tummy, tummy. Yeah, the zombies have gone super sensitive again, haven't they? So that's why I'm crawling everywhere. At least when I'm in a built-up area. Let's get that knife out again. Yeah, there's all the wrong bullets for me though, that's not what I wanted. And I'm not going to carry a lot of bullets just for the sake of it. Oh, oh, go on, let's take that. Don't want that. Now I've already got one, it's giving me all of them. I want the boots. Another gas mask cylinder, I don't want that. Oh, I'm not going to find any boots, am I? Let's have a look up here. I remember going in a fire station in Chernobyl once and there was a claymore in the corridor. It wasn't attached to anything, it was just sat there. Can you explain why people in Britain eat so much beans? Because they're amazing. It's that simple, really. Simple as. Enough said. They go with anything. Lol. Are they at least maple beans? Absolutely not. That is heresy. Do not swear at me like that. Tomato space sauce only for beans. Oh, there's gonna be no boots, is there? No, I've got to be honest. I do like some of the concoctions that you Americans do with your beans. They are quite nice. Although I haven't been to America and I've been to Canada. Spent about 10 months of my life in Canada in 3 different stints. So Canada is basically America adjacent, isn't it? In what it's like. Although Canadians won't like to admit that. I'm so sorry, ban me. Bam! Banhammer coming down. Oh, nothing here. Oh, that isn't the shoes. This is my last opportunity. No, one of them new masks though. Wolf mask. No thank you, I'm not bothered about it. Hey, how you doing, Ghastly? Alright, mate? Don't worry, we're all new in here, including myself. Just to let you know, if you're after top tier gameplay, this is not the place. I'm here to have a good time. To have a laugh, and to talk about anything and everything that people want to talk about. More about having fun here, mate. And if you want to ask any questions, mate, by all means, ask away, and I will endeavour to answer them to the best of my ability. Although I can't guarantee I will necessarily be able to answer every question that you may have. But chat is always good for answering questions as well. You guys in chat are absolute legends at helping with things like that. Go down to U-shape. It's not far from you. There's a chance of NBC stuff. Or go to... Where's shape? U-shape, mate. Where's U-shape? Dolnick. I think Dolnick's probably the best bet, isn't it? If I can remember where that is. Can't even remember where Dolnick is, to be honest with you, buddy. A dirt road behind the fire station. Oh, I don't give away servers, mate. When I'm streaming, I'm afraid. I'm on Livonia though. I'm on Livonia. Yeah, man, unfortunately, and it's not everybody, in fact, it's far from everybody. Most people are amazing, but unfortunately, you do get the odd person who takes advantage of me goodwill. And when they've asked me in the past what server I'm on, they've used it to obviously kill me on stream. Which, you know, fair enough. If people want to do that, that's fine. But I don't want the stream ruining for everybody else who's watching it. Yeah, I'm in Nadbo, mate, absolutely. The red path behind the fire station, it leads to a little pound that you should be able to see on the map. Heading south or heading west, mate, from the fire station. Yeah, it's not even about it being geared, mate. I've had geared people do it to me as well. Some people just enjoy stream sniping, don't they? Which, you know, each to their own. Each to their own. South, right, will do. That's here, mate. That's here. Let's get that other tin of food out before I start getting hungry again. Where's that unknown food gone? What have I done with that? Oh, I'm being a right moron here. I just had it a minute ago. There it is. Oh, I couldn't even see it. I'm going blind, guys. Put me down. Send the vet around. Put me down. I'm past me prime. But Ghastly, it's not. I do meet up with people sometimes, though. Don't feel that I won't run with people. I mean, Straw Hatter, who's currently chatting, we've run a couple of times. Had a lot of fun actually on stream. So at some point in the future, probably after I finish with this character, I'll be more than happy to meet up with your mate and go for a run if that's what you want to do at some point. It's just at this point, because of what I've got, wanting to go in that gas zone for the stream, I don't want to risk it. Unfortunately, and it's nothing personal, mate. It's just we've never met before on stream, so it's gonna have to wait, I'm afraid. Yeah, man. Honestly, so genuinely, it's nothing personal, mate. It's just unfortunately I have had people do it to me before, where I've agreed to meet them somewhere, and then with literally the moment I've met them, bang, 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 bang. It's like, oh right, cheers, pal. Like, if you wanted my stuff, you could have just asked and I would have given it to you. You know, because I don't have the gear fear, mate. That doesn't bother me. Like, once I've done what I've wanted to do, like I couldn't care less. And 9 times out of 10, I've not even got a plan in place. I'm just running around and seeing what, just doing anything, you know, and then I couldn't care less. But just whilst I've got a goal in mind, I'd rather achieve the goal. Oh, mate, we had a load of fun. We absolutely had loads of fun. It's fun, man. It's good fun. I love running with people on streams, man. I love it. It's great fun. It's great fun. Like I say, if people are watching the stream and they want my kit at any point once I'm finished with it on this run, you're more than welcome to have it. Like I say, I don't have gear for you, man. All the game is run around and find stuff anyway. So all I'll do is I'll run around and find stuff again. Don't bother me at all. You know, if people want me AK or my rifle or my body armor, helmet, all that, you're welcome to it once I've done this mission that I'm on. Tundra. Well, that's a nice rifle, that. You know, at the end of the day, that's what 99% of the game is. Run around and find stuff, isn't it? Oh, I like the DMR, mate. I like the DMR. It's a faster firing rifle, mate, at the end of the day. Carries more ammunition in the magazine. So I get what I understand the range aspect of the Tundra and why people like that, but I like the reliability of not having to reload as often. To me, that is the defining factor. But I get it. I get why you prefer the Tundra, mate, for the scope. If the DMR had the Tundra scope, it would be the perfect gun for all situations. I'm just a bad aiming with the DMR, that's why. Fair enough, mate, fair enough. I'm just bad at aiming, full stop, mate, don't worry about it. doesn't matter what gun I've got in my hands, I'm terrible aim. I need a belt-fed weapon. Get me a belt-fed machine gun. 200 round box ammo. Oh, I know what compound you're on about. It's this big sort of timber yard down here, isn't it, with all the security boxes through it. Is that where you're on about? I don't think you'd be able to get NBC kit in there. Yeah, I didn't. Is this where you're on about, mate? For the boots, the NBC boots? Oh, a truck. A truck. A truck. No, it hasn't got a battery. It hasn't got a battery. got wheels missing there. If I can find a battery for that, that'd be brilliant. Field jacket. What condition's that in? Pristine, let's get it on. Field jacket and hunting jacket, they're both just as good for insulation, which is why I'm not bothered about changing. And they both have 42 storage. Is that magazine gone? Make sure I've got any loose bullets hanging out. No, that's all of them. That zombie doesn't want to go, does it? It's the only thing with zombies, isn't it? When they've got your tail, even when they don't know where you are, they'll just follow you wherever you go. I don't know why I took the battery out of my rifle for. That was just stupid, weren't it? I had one of those moments that I was on about before. A Dave moment. Let's get back to eating crayons, guys. I've obviously not been eating enough purple ones today. Flashbang, grenade, sight. I don't need any of those things. It's a helmet. There is a hole in the ground somewhere around here where another site I can fill up my water bottle. I'm hoping to find some canned bacon as well. That'd be quite nice. Oh, is that a knife? Let's keep that. A pristine combat knife. Have a quick look over here. Smoke grenade. Don't want that. Night vision strap. Don't need that. Ballistic helmet. Get that on. I would like to find some bullets in here as well. Bullets that I want though. It's not going to be them either, is it? No. Well, let's get out here, see if we can find what we need. I know there is water in here somewhere, so that's not a huge problem at this moment in time that I'm too concerned about. Food will obviously be a bit of a concern in a minute. Can you walk in here? Yeah, you can. A big old chimney stack. There's a massive crater around here somewhere, and in the bottom of that crater is water. I think it's just over there, I think it is. And I say, no, I don't need them. Chode bullets, no thank you. Oh, there's been a gas bomb come down here. Luckily, it's not going to affect where I need to go. Now if we were playing Fallout 4, there'd be Mirelurks here. And Mirelurk eggs. But we're not playing Fallout 4, so we don't need to worry about Mirelurks. We just need to worry about some douchebag coming over the lip of the crater and stoving our heads in with a 7.62. which is probably worse, to be honest with you. Because at least with a mile alert, you get more than one hit before you're dead. True. Yeah, it is true, man. It is true. Although Queen Mile lurks are pretty hard to kill when you first start meeting them, until you get to higher levels. Let's drink as much of this water as we can. Let's get a full stomach for water. It is a fun game, that though. Fallout 4. I've got to say, I've had a lot of fun on that game in the past. Obviously I had to make loads of noise and attract a zombie. Couldn't help myself. Oh, you've been playing it lately, have you? You know, I've not played it in a short while, but by a short while, I mean about 6 months or 8 months, something like that. Another ballistic helmet, I don't need that. I should have a gun out, really. I'm running around what is potentially an area that's going to attract other players without my gun out. That's just stupid. That was a low IQ moment from me. Dress shoes, no thank you. Right, let's just go over here a second. Dolnik. Oh yeah, it's in the south, isn't it? It's in the south. Where's that combat knife gone? I'll tell you what, actually, we'll use that first. We'll get this bayonet used up. You right, Dave? How's it going, mate? I'll read your message in a second. Evening, Dave. careful down there. There's a few players running together down there this afternoon. Yeah, I've heard a few players moving around earlier. I've heard, you know. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I have heard people sort of in the distance, although I haven't seen anyone yet. I'm just trying to find NBC boots. I've just been around the fire station in Nadbo. Unfortunately, there was none there. So, I'm on my way to Dolnick slowly. Go on, take them. Right, Limpy. I found a few bases, to be honest with you, in this map. There does seem to be some active guys base building. That's gas. Let's get away from that. Yeah, there's definitely some active base builders on this map. Nadbor has a couple of bases in it. You know the big flats? There's a base on top of there, and just down the road from the fire station, somebody's built a base in the middle of the street as well. So there's been stuff going on there in Nadbor. Quite active people, really. There it is. Wrong button. Yeah, as I say, just where the fire station is. If you head down head up the road, down the road from the fire station, further into Nadbor. It's just down that way. Literally about 3 or 4 houses down from the fire station. There was it wasn't very big. It was like a watchtower with a fence built onto it. How you doing anyway, Dave? You alright, mate? You taking care? Well, I thought that as well. However, I don't know if you saw last night, but somebody in chat said that could have been their base. And they did mention it being a duper base. He just said it might be his base that he abandoned a while ago. So, I don't know. That one in the forest was definitely a duper base. I'm absolutely convinced of it. Just by the amount of steel fencing that was up. There was an ungodly amount of steel fencing up. Ah, my day's been alright, mate. It's been alright, you know. Just driving, as usual. Daylight's on its way now. I'll leave the NVGs off. It's been a nice day though for weather. I've been enjoying that sunshine all day while I've been outside. It's been lovely. Oh, you think Rob's on, do you? That's cool, man. Is he on Cush's server, is he? Oh, you're not sure what server he's on? Yeah, man, but it has been warm today, hasn't it? It's been lovely. I mean, you say it's been warm, but I think to other people in other parts of the world, they'd laugh. I think where I was, it was about 22 Celsius. So that, for Americans, that's about 74 Fahrenheit. That's terminal temperatures for us here in England, though. I feel like my brain's going to melt if it gets warmer than that. That's it, man, that's it. We ain't used to it being too warm, are we, mate? Here. Now rain, that's what we are used to. Oh, we can deal with rain out all day, every day. I mean, even now the sun's going down and I'm sweating. Oh, it's still hot for me. I was hoping for some canned bacon before, you know. Oh, it is a bit humid, isn't it? It is. Very clammy. Oh, my break earlier, I had my socks and my shoes off, you know, trying to wear my toes out. Stifling. get a bit of a move on. Let's try and hurry up a bit. When we get to Dolnick, we'll find some food there. Oh, I don't care, me, mate, with things like that. Honestly, it don't bother me. And if anybody ever says to me, do you mind? I always go, no, no, not at all. I'll waft them your way if you want, if you like it that much. You can share in it if you like. Or another one I like to say as well when people moan to me is, I think you're confusing me with somebody who cares. You go, you are? I think you are confusing me with somebody who gives an F. I'm really not. Take your concerns elsewhere, please. It's all around though with myself, to be honest with you. It's all around how people speak to me. If people are respectful, like, oh sorry, look mate, your feet stink a bit, do you mind? Like, no, oh, not at all, not at all. But it's all around how people asking it. I'm very reciprocal in that way. Very, very reciprocal. It always gets a shock look. Yes. It always tickles me the look that you get off people's faces with that one. I probably do say it more for my own enjoyment than anything. I thought I could see something then. I think there might be a house here actually. I think there might be a house over here. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. Some must be elsewhere that I'm thinking of. But I do always find it good for a laugh, like I say, that response. Although, word to the unwise, do be prepared to defend yourself when you speak to somebody like that. Because people will act in unpredictable ways. And if you can't defend yourself, maybe don't speak to people like that. Not that I'll go looking for fights, by the way. But I won't back down from him either. Although, always try and de-escalate if you can. De-escalation is the best way to defend yourself. If you can prevent yourself getting into a fight, that is mission accomplished. You've defended yourself. Because even if you are the best fighter in the world, if you're a mushroom cloud laying mother effer, you know, you're a Bruce Lee riding in the red all the time. Doesn't matter, because if that person pulls out a knife, or in a country like America pulls out a gun, it doesn't matter how good at fighting you are. They've got the advantage straight away. Somebody having a knife in their hand is like giving them a black belt with 20 years experience. They're so dangerous, knives, man. And don't bother watching all those Jeet Kune Do videos or whatever it is, and Krav Maga. If they do this, you do that, and if they do this, you do that. That stuff's only good. Well, I mean, it's not even good that half of the time what they teach you. But even then, it's only ever any good if you're training it for like 6 hours a day. You know, multiple days or months. You know, you need thousands and thousands of hours of experience training stuff like that to even stand a chance. So just don't, you know. Now, there is obviously merit to saying, well, training something and preparing for something is better than nothing. That is true. Ah. 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 Let's have a quick look. Well, whatever was here is gone. Whatever was here was gone. True that. Yeah, man, it's 100% true. You know, it only takes one stab and you're dead. Doesn't matter how good of a martial artist you are. One stab, you're dead. It's that simple. And they aren't going to do any of that wushu BS stuff like you see in films. They're going to do... Their arm's going to look like a sewing machine. It's just going to be stab, 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 as fast as they can. So it's either going to be with the knife in front of them around sort of stomach level, jabbing it forwards, or it's going to be over the head, stabbing down like an ice pick type stab. And they're just going to be doing it as fast and as hard as they can, repeatedly. Or they're going to be going like left, right, swishing it, trying to get it across your face. And you're going to get cut up really bad, whatever happens. And even if you're the best martial artist in the world and you do successfully defend yourself and you do take them down and you do win the fight, you are going to need serious hospital treatment after it because you're going to be really badly cut up and stabbed. Well, that is just the truth of it with knives. There is no good way of fighting somebody with a knife without getting stabbed. Unless you've got like a gun or a shield or a net or something like that, you know. So the best thing to do is not get into a fight in the first place if you can avoid it. And not get into all those situations, even if it means acquiescing to the other person, swallow your pride and just go, yeah man, whatever, I'm sorry, and just walk off. It's better to walk away. Take a hit to your pride instead of to the jugular. Because if they hit you in an artery, you're dead in about 60 seconds. And then your ego and your pride ain't going to be any good at that point, are they? When your blood's squirting 6 foot out your neck. But you've still got to be willing to defend yourself as well, and that's what I mean when I say I'm not willing to back down. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stand there like an idiot saying, come on then, trying to have a stare out with somebody. It's just reading the room, assessing the situation, and figuring out the best course of action on whether I need to actually take preemptive action to defend myself or not. But I will always try and de-escalate it if I can. But I did feel I needed to explain that a little bit when I initially said I don't back down, because that on face value could encourage somebody to do something very silly, and there's a lot of nuance in what I mean when I say that. So it's better to explain that to people so you've got a better understanding for yourself. I mean, I would always recommend people do self-defense classes as well. Absolutely, you know, learn a martial art, even if you never, in the hopes that you never have to use it, but also because it's really fun. Believe it or not, it's incredibly fun. It builds character and confidence as well. Well, it does take a bigger man to walk away. Living men also walk away as well, mate. There's loads of people who don't walk away and the family members have to bury them. You know. And that's what you've got to think sometimes. It's like, is it worth it? Is it actually worth it? Well, yeah, man, it's very true. It is hard though to back down sometimes, you know, especially for blokes. But again, that's part of training martial arts as well as it teaches you to cope. It teaches you to control that in yourself as well, because you get used to the adrenaline dumps. And a lot of it, when people are fighting or gearing up for a fight with somebody else, and neither of them are backing down, a lot of it is usually down to inexperience in those situations, and a lot of it's fight or flight, and they're actually very scared, and they don't know how to deal with the situation. So for them, they're just ramping it up and ramping it up, because believe it or not, most people don't actually want to fight, and what they're trying to do is scare you off by escalating the situation. So if you can de-escalate from that with a person, and if they're a reasonable person, they'll accept that de-escalation, and they might not do it in the most graceful way, but they will in a sense accept your de-escalation by giving you a mouthful, telling you that you're effing lucky this time or whatever, and then storming off in their own direction. But in a sense, that's them sort of being like, Christ, I'm glad that didn't kick off. In their own way. I know it sounds weird saying it, but that's actually a lot of the psychology behind it is that. It's I love all that sort of stuff, like the psychology of fighting and military tactics and all that sort of stuff. I love it, absolutely love it. It's fascinating. I'm surprised Hermit ain't on as well, you know, Dave. I'm very surprised by that. I thought he would have been. I don't think he's online though either. Oh, crossbow there. That's drop loot. He could very well be, mate. He could very well be. He usually comes into chat though, by now. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he could be. He could be on cushions. He could be busy, and he hasn't seen me online yet. Who knows? Whatever he's doing, I'm sure he's having fun. And knowing Hermit, he will be. Did you? Went bunker again with him? That's cool, man. He likes the using the secret entrance, doesn't he? Oh, for anybody who's wondering, we're not on about the Livonia bunker. We're on about on a community server. Oh yeah, he will be, mate, massively. Some nice loot, is there? Yeah, I bet there is. Right, let's get my knife out. Let's get my knife out. Well, get it ready, actually. Oh, I didn't see me. Can't believe that saw me then. They've gone back to insane again, haven't they? Insane spotting. Although the hearing's not as bad as it was last time. They were really bad. I mean, there's no way I could have done that the last time. They had great eyesight. Food seems to be on an absolute minimum again though, doesn't it? Rob drove us back because Hermit left us base open. Left his base open, that's funny. Right, well, I'm gonna eat some raw chicken. Because I've got some thingies. What are they called? Multivits. So we can eat raw food. It's not great for you. I don't find it gives you that much, but it's better than nothing. But I don't want to risk it at cooking. That's why I'm eating it. I find it fills up your stomach really quick when you eat raw food, but it doesn't really seem to take that loads of the hunger away. But as I say, it's better than nothing. Until we can find something more substantial. See, it's already going down. Oh, that's my shoes gone. Is that shoes gone? A gas cloud over there, is it? Yeah, ruined. Right, let's make some rag shoes. Make some shoes. At least we want to be quiet now. I thought for a second though, with the fact I got cut twice so quick, I thought, my goodness, has there been a gas cloud here? I've not seen it. Have I got some sort of a glitch where I can't see the cloud? You do get gas clouds here, by the way. There we go, look, I'm hungry again already. I was in the orange, in the yellow not so long ago. Don't want water. That was a car then, weren't it? I think. That's the timer. Oh, blinking kitchen timer, I don't want that. I have to keep checking all the houses till we get some food. If we get some food. I hope we get some food. Otherwise we're dead. I haven't heard any animals either. Water bottles everywhere. I've never had so many water bottles before. I think the admins are messing with me. Car battery. You know, I'm going to take that. Oh, I can't. Not got enough room for it. Right, let's get back down here, see if we can find some actual food, guys. That is up the main goal at this immediate moment in time. Up, stuff our fat face. Don't want glasses. Come on. Those water here, so we at least have a drink. No, I haven't heard any animals either, mate. I've heard none, apart from that chicken. So I have heard animals. I've heard that chicken. The game doesn't seem to be giving much food at the moment. All these houses and no food. Like, that is not right. That is not right. There shouldn't be this little food. And the fact I'm not getting any off zombies either is crazy. Kill this one as well, so hopefully we'll get some more now. These brisket spreads are pretty good, at least. Could be finding some shoes as well, really. I'll have to repair my shoes with these for now. Get some more food. I'll take that battery actually. I'll go fix them up. Well, let's get these fixed up now. And because I've got assault boots, that other knife I found can get put away as well. Oh, server will restart in 4 minutes. That's good to know. That's good to know. Another car battery. Not food though, is it? It's always worth checking up these stairs, by the way, guys, if you come in these buildings. You don't need to walk up them like that, but I've found some nice things hidden inside them, what people have stashed. Cop shop over there. A lot of torches. Well, the algorithm's obviously having a bit of a mare at the moment, spamming the same things over and over. It happens sometimes, doesn't it? Oh, we've just had artillery fire. That might be coming in on us. I don't know if you heard those 3 bangs or 3 booms in the distance. That's artillery firing. That means gas shells are inbound somewhere on the map, if you don't already know that. So, and if it's night time, you'll know it's coming down on you because a red flare will be coming down from the sky. I learnt that the other day. I learnt that the hard way. Luckily I got out of the gas cloud in time. Wasn't fun. It was not fun. Wow. That was far. Well. Oh, we'll go. Come on, let's find some boots just before it logs off. Oh, right guys, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea while that's rebooting. I'll be back in a minute. That's it guys, I'm back. Let's get myself ready, get my headset back on. Get me fat rump sat back down again. There we go. There we go. Nobody saw the server number then, did you? None of you saw that. Nobody saw that, did you? That was all secret. You were all looking away then, weren't you? That's it now. This server's going to get full real quick, innit? There's going to be about 70 people trying to get into here. There's going to be a queue an hour long to get into this server as you're all racing to come and snipe me first on stream. Well, if it happens, doesn't it? Thing is with PS4 though is I can't pause the stream, and I'm not ending the stream just to change it, to bloody cancel it, to come back in. Sorry, not cancel it, and start another stream. I don't want to mess people around like that. It's not worth it. Obviously, I'd rather it didn't happen, but if it happens, it happens. Oh, there they are! Woohoo! Thank you, Gabriel! Right, let's try and find a bit of food and then we'll get going. Gabriel, you legend, you end of a leg. You recommended coming here. Top tip by Gabriel today. That happened the other day. I can't remember who it was actually. Yesterday you said that about getting the mask. The respirator mask. Somebody told me to go to the fire station. If you're in chat now, I do apologise. But again, that was another one of those first place I looked as well with the fire station. Literally, first room. It wasn't even in the fire station itself. It was in a little hut outside. Walked in there. It was on the floor. Like wow, wow. Like cheers, DayZ. You don't give me anything, but you give chat everything that they recommend. Thanks a lot. It's making me look like a fool to chat. Saying that doesn't take much to make me look like a fool, guys. Just put the joypad in my hand and I'll make myself look like a fool. Don't you worry. Give me a microphone, give me a joypad, I'll make myself look like a fool in 0 to 30 seconds. Oh, flashlight. Right. No food. A beanie, well I can't eat that, can I? Ugh. Oh no, more glow sticks. I can't eat them. Don't want a magazine either. Oh. Can't eat that battery, I'm afraid. I mean, I could do, but I don't think it'd be very good for me. Just not giving the food anymore, are they, the zombies? Pain in the backside, man. I mean, I'm not expecting every zombie to be carrying food, but you know, there should be a little bit more food than what they are giving. I mean, how many houses have I got to go in and find no food at all? Look at this, nothing. Nothing. It's not right, that. I mean, cars used to be great for finding food in as well. I can't eat a lamp. Can't eat light bulbs either. Can't eat an alarm clock. Can't eat whatever was in the back of there then. Oh, that's frustrating. Let's have a look in this house again, because we've had a server refresh. So hopefully... That's factory, innit? It's not a piano house, that. It looks like it, but it's actually a factory. Tricks me every time, that. Flashlight. No, no food. Isn't it good that all these buildings that I've been in, no food? What is going on with this game right now? It doesn't respawn loot either, that's all the same loot from before. I'll have to kill that chicken and cook it, I think. I'm going to go around the houses again on my way to the chicken. Kill some zombies. Try and find some food on the zombies. Stop myself from starving at least. Isn't it great how they can hit you from facing away from you as well like that? Oh, thank you. Well, I would be saying thank you if it had actually opened the can. Go on, go away. Oh, I bet my bag's full, innit? Right, let's get rid of some stuff, guys. Get rid of you. Tyre repair kit, and no, I do not need that. But I can't. Drink all this and fill up again. We'll see if we can find another tin of food as well before we go. That should give us just enough just to get to the gas zone. That's all I want to do. I just want to get to the gas zone. I'm not even bothered about doing anything in there. I suppose we could use some like charcoal up, couldn't we, to fill up the canisters. Get all them filled up properly. In fact, they're all pretty good, aren't they, actually, them? Yeah, they're all good. They're all good. DMR magazines are full. Probably get rid of that. Get rid of that. I don't need to carry that on me anymore. I don't need it. Tetra is all together, I think. That's empty. Right, well that would help, wouldn't it, if we... That's why we're short of space. Well, that's freed up 9 spaces. That's good. That's good. Flag. Don't want that. In fact, I know what I can do. Free up 2 more spaces. Quick look at a few of these houses, then we'll get off. With this moustache. Nice water bottle in it in here. Yeah, there's all water bottles around here, weren't it? Hello. Finish off that food. And then we'll get to the gas zone. Right, let's get up this hill and away from Zombieville. Right guys, now we are ready to go into the gas zone. Now we've got everything. After I tried to go in there the other day and realised I didn't have the booties. But it doesn't matter. We finally got the complete set again. It's not the first time I've had it. Although I have struggled a bit more to find it on this map than Cherno. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. An axe. Right, where's my compass? There it is. Let's get you out. Right, so I need to go in roughly this direction. Let's get going to the gas zone, guys, and hopefully we don't get killed on the way. We've got plenty of canisters. I'd say we've got plenty of ammunition. We've got enough. I mean, I could get the DMR out, to be honest with you, and use that in there. I might have a little wait for mushrooms, actually. Have a little wait for some mushrooms. Hopefully we get them this time. Tried earlier and I didn't get any. I mean, maybe I didn't wait long enough earlier, or it possibly could have been because it was night, so I couldn't see them. I was trying to find them with night vision on, weren't I? So that could have been a problem as well. I don't know. I could have just been looking in the wrong spots as well, the spawn spots. Because I believe the spawn locations are predetermined. Right, get that on me back. Are those gloves still serviceable? Oh, it's leather repair kit for the minute. Don't matter. They are still serviceable anyway. Come on, mushrooms, where are you? There'll be some mushrooms by now. Keep looking. We'll keep looking, guys. There's no shortage of tree stumps, is there? Which is where you think there'd be mushrooms. Although I do think they have a 300-metre perimeter where they can spawn in, so they could be quite a distance from me. Check these trees over on the other side of the road, and we'll go have a look at that house. Have a quick look in here, see if there's anything. Can't find any. Can't find any, guys. None over here. It's annoying. Sometimes next to hay bales. There we go. Found a mushroom. I mean, one's not great, but it was worth it. So this is the direction I need to be going now. Try the hay bale again. I think penny buns are the best though. You find them. Although all mushrooms are good. All mushrooms are good. See, that mushrooms put me in the white. That's good. That's good. Have a look in that house down there. That wrecked house. Oh, it's a very wrecked house. There is nothing here to find. Just having a quick look on the map, guys. So have a little wait here for a minute or two. See if anybody's coming. Don't know if anybody's following us or not. We'll soon find out in a minute. I don't think they are. I don't think anybody's coming. That tree's doing some weird stuff as well, isn't it? Doing some weird moving. That tree is doing some weird moving. I was hoping that maybe there's a Gorski bar in there, to be honest with you. That would have been nice if that had been a Zagorski bar, but it's not. So, ifs and buts and all that, ifs and buts. Well, let's get running anyway. Might as well use that EpiPen, haven't we? Travel a little bit quicker. That's the artillery firing. I hope it doesn't fire on the gas zone that we're going to. Oh, 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 oh. Oh wait, doesn't matter, it's already gassed. Well, that's landed pretty much way in front of me. That'll be in Widdock, that. That'll be in Widdock. Keep course adjusting, hopefully we get to the right place. We might not do. We'll find out. We'll find out when we'll get out of the woods, eventually. Oh, it's annoying when that happens. Let's keep going up this hill. Hopefully we'll find what we need to. That was an absolutely crap song. I'm really rubbish at making them up. Well, plenty of trees at least. Plenty of rocks. So we know where we are anyway. We're near that big rock. And some other big rocks. If anybody's wondering. There's a path there as well. I don't think you can build in the permanent gas zones, can you? That'd be a good place to build a base, wouldn't it? You'd hardly ever get raided then. I'm not saying it'd be impossible to raid it, but it'd certainly be more difficult, wouldn't it? It'd certainly be the connoisseur's choice for base raiding anyway. Hey. I don't want to jinx it, but it's nice that it's not been pouring down with rain the whole time. However, Livonia giveth, Livonia taketh away. And I won't be surprised if it does start raining very soon, because I've just said it. Let's keep going to the gas zone. Hopefully we get in there. Hopefully we get in there. Highway to the danger zone. We're on a highway to the danger zone. Free singing there for you guys. Free singing for you there. You don't even need to pay for that. Aren't you all lucky? And what a film, by the way, Top Gun. Absolute top tier film, that. Epic movie. Great storyline. Great acting. Great cinematography. Great script. Everything about it's great. Love it. Absolutely love that film. I've not watched it in a long time though. I need to watch it again actually. I might watch it this weekend. I've not seen the new one though. Although I believe the new one is excellent as well. I do believe it is very good, the new one. And I will at some point have to watch it. It just won't be the same without Goose in it though. But obviously Goose dies in the first one. I normally don't like giving spoilers to films, but guys, that film has been around since like 1989 or something. If you've not watched it by now, there's something wrong with you. It's not like you've not had a chance to watch it. That's like somebody saying they haven't seen Lord of the Rings. Or Jurassic Park. They're great films as well. Lord of the Rings films and Jurassic Park. I watched that in the cinema, that when it first came out. And Lord of the Rings actually. I watched that in the cinema. Not been to the cinema in years. Woohoo! We've seen some sort of civilization. A road. A tarmacked, metalled road. It's exciting, isn't it? Those wolves. I don't think they're coming for me though, they're too far away. I'm gonna get my gun out just in case though. No, definitely not on me. Kit, like, you know what, I'm going to fix that kit up. That kit is in absolute rag order, innit? Let's get it fixed. I like a dog's dinner. Need to fix that at some point, my body armour as well. We'll get a new one anyway at the very least. Actually, I should get one inside this gas zone if I get there in decent time. I'm hoping this is coming to the end of the forest. Probably isn't, but I'm hoping it is. It looks like it, doesn't it? Looks like we're getting towards it, I think. Does seem to be thinning out a bit. It's a military area anyway. Just trying to find. This road starts going off to the right in a minute. I know exactly where I am. Yeah, it does. Right. Gas cloud is over there somewhere. I think the other side of that hill, roughly. And this is where I get killed now by somebody, as I'm just approaching the gas zone. Obviously, as we're getting there, we'll get killed. In true DayZ fashion. Come on! Come on! Let's get in there! Let's go! Oh, I'm getting hungry. My character's hungry. you know what, I don't care. Let's just get to the gas zone and get in there. I don't even care if I die in the gas cloud. I just want to get in there. Let's get to this gas zone. Come on. Come on, gas zone. Come on, gas zone. I'm just going to double check something. In fact, I've got myself disorientated here. I was looking at the wrong road. It's actually... I was just double checking myself then, I'm glad I did. It's over that way. It's fine. We can still get to it. We'll see if we can get some more mushrooms in a moment. Get a couple of mushrooms, stuff with faces with them. Right, we'll go in this bush here and then we'll see if we get some mushrooms to come in. Wait a couple of minutes. Wait a couple of minutes. Yeah, I know, you're hungry. You're hungry. I get it. I get it. Yep, she's hungry. My character's hungry. It's alright. She can get a belly full of gas in a minute. Maybe give it another minute and then we'll go looking for mushrooms. Even if we just find one. 2 would be better, but if we can find even just one, that'll be fine. Alright, let's have a look around. Sometimes find them around big logs like this when they spawn in. But not this time, not this time. Around stones like rocks like these as well, you sometimes find them. You can survive off mushrooms as well. There's people who do it. That's what their entire game survival strategy is. It's harvesting mushrooms. If you can be bothered doing it, you've got the patience to wait for them to spawn all the time. So it is a pretty good way of doing it, to be honest with you. And they're really high in nutrition, especially if you cook them as well. They're amazing. Top tier food if you cook them. Just finding them. That's the problem. But they always spawn in the same places on the map. I mean, there's thousands of spawn spots, so learning them all will be probably impossible for most people, unless you're super autistic. But there will be places where you'll remember where they are quite reliably, if you're willing to learn. And take the time. Now clearly I haven't learnt any of the places. We're going back over to my hiding spot in a minute to see if there's any back over there again. I'm just having a look around this log here. Me. Thought that was somebody else then. Let's have a look over at that hay bale. Might be within the 300. There's me bush again. The bush I was just hiding in, so I'm gonna look over here again. Go this way a bit more than I did last time. I really thought there would have been somewhere around this log or this one over here. Not many mushrooms. Is it more than this? Strange. Very strange. Keep looking anyway. And we need to find something. Oh, I was going to die. Look at this one. And this one as well. Aha. Only one mushroom though, it's a bit rubbish that. Bit rubbish. It's like here, I'm really surprised that there's no mushrooms next to this log, you know. Really surprised by that. Oh well. Let's double check next to this one again. And then we'll get off. It might just be them squashed ones, you know. The squash bales. That get them. Because the complete hay bales, I don't think. No, I mean, I'm not 100% certain, but I don't think they might actually get the mushrooms next to them. Might just be the ones that have sort of collapsed. Like that one. Let's have a look at that one. No, no mushroom there. Oh well. We've had something to eat at least. That wasn't the best though, was it, guys? That was a bit rubbish, that one. Spent a bit too long really looking for that. There's the gas zone anyway, let's get over there. Let's get over there. There's a couple of houses we can have a quick look in just to see if there's any food, and then in we go. Have a quick look in here, see if there's any food. I don't think these ones get food in them. I'll check it anyway. Oh, I have found potatoes in these actually before. Yeah, I found food on there before. These houses sometimes have food in them as well. but not today. Not today. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Right, guys, it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to get down next to the gas. I'm going to log off, and then first thing tomorrow when we get online, we shall go for a wander in the gas. Let's find somewhere to log out. Ready to go in the gas tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just about to get off now. I've got all the stuff for the gas. I'll tell you what, I'll exit now. I found the boots finally. I've managed to get back to the gas where I want to go in. This is me logging off until tomorrow, and then when I log back in tomorrow, maybe about 7 PM Greenwich Mean Time, I'll be getting boots suited and booted, and we'll go for a wander inside the gas zone and see what there is in there to find, because I've never been in this one before, so I haven't got a clue what's in there. Anyway, on that bombshell, everybody, I'm going to log off, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a lovely morning, dinner time, afternoon, evening or night, whatever you do.